What if I told you that the start of July holds the potential for immense wealth and life-changing opportunities? Yes, you heard it right. A powerful cosmic portal is opening from July 4th to July 6th, 2025, and within it lies 6 sacred numbers rooted in timeless Buddhist wisdom. But here's the truth, this path is not for everyone. It's not for those who blindly wait for miracles. It's for those who believe, not just in stars or superstition, but who believe in themselves. This is for those who feel a quiet readiness deep within. Ready for change. Ready for growth. Ready to finally receive what they've long wished for, but perhaps never had the courage to fully claim. These numbers aren't just digits. They carry energy, real spiritual energy, amplified by the rare alignment of cosmic forces and ancient teachings. Buddhist philosophy teaches us that true wealth begins not in the material world, but in the mind. When your thoughts align with clarity, your heart opens with intention, and your actions flow in harmony, abundance is no longer a mystery. It becomes a magnet. On this journey, we're not asking you to wish. We're asking you to align. Through these 6 powerful numbers, chosen through a lens of mindfulness and spiritual insight, you'll discover more than luck. You'll discover why certain moments in time carry potential, and how your mindset determines whether or not you can receive it. So before we begin, take a quiet moment. Breathe. Let go of self-doubt, fear, or the urge to chase. In this space of stillness, say to yourself, and type in the comments, I am ready. I am open. I welcome what is meant for me. Stay with us until the end of this video. Let's set an intention together. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Story Path. And support this channel by donating through Super Thanks. Let's charge this video with positive intention, and invite prosperity to find us. Together. Let's get started. Let's begin with the number 37. Not just as a number, but as a moment. A moment when life whispers, you've outgrown this version of yourself. It's time to evolve. You know that strange restlessness you feel when everything around you seems fine, but something deep inside says, this isn't it. That quiet tug on your soul when you smile in front of others, but secretly wonder, am I really living my truth? That's not random. That's a message. A message that, in Buddhist wisdom, aligns with the spiritual current behind the number 37. This isn't the number of comfort. It's a number of transition. In life, we often hold on to routines and roles that feel secure, leave us emotionally and spiritually empty. We fear disrupting what we've built, even when it no longer feels right. But here's what number 37 brings to your awareness. You are not meant to stay in a version of your life that no longer reflects who you're becoming. This number appears when it's time to rise. To shed old patterns. To stop negotiating with fear. It's like a spiritual alarm clock, gently nudging you awake from the trance of playing small. Not because you're broken, but because you've healed enough to step into something bigger. Think about your current life. Are you moving forward, or just going in circles with a fake smile? Are you pursuing your purpose? Or postponing it for someday? That someday may never arrive. Unless you decide that now is enough. You are enough. As July 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2025 approach, the energy of this number is intensifying. You may feel a strange pull. A deep urge to try something bold. Or even a discomfort with your daily life. Don't ignore it. That's your higher self saying, there's more for you. If you're brave enough to claim it. Now take a moment. No distractions. Ask yourself, what have I been too afraid to start? Write it down. Not later. Now. This isn't about making a perfect plan. It's about answering your soul's call. Number 37 isn't here to give you guarantees. It's here to light the match. To burn away your doubts. To illuminate the door that's been waiting for you to walk through. You won't see the whole staircase. But you don't need to. You just need to trust the first step. Remember this. In Buddhism, change isn't something to fear. We fear change. But in Buddhism, it's something we honor. Because each time we break free, we get closer to our true nature. So if this message stirred something in you, good. That means your transformation has already begun. And what comes next? That's where things get exciting. Stay with us, because the next number in this list doesn't just point to luck. Number 18 is a turning point. It opens the chapter of a brand new beginning. Now let's talk about the number 18. A number that holds the quiet power to shift the direction of your life when you need it the most. In the rhythm of Buddhist wisdom, 18 symbolizes a turning point. A spiritual green light that signals, it's time. Time to break free from cycles that no longer serve you. Imagine carrying emotional or financial weight for years. And suddenly, a gentle breeze begins to lift it. That's the kind of energy 18 brings. Not chaotic. Not forced. But cleansing, like the release of tension after a deep exhale. If you felt stuck lately, like you're putting in the effort, but nothing seems to move, this number whispers a reminder. It's time to reset. In Buddhist philosophy, transformation often begins when we release the karma of clinging. Clinging to fear. Clinging to failure. Clinging to regret. And 18, especially around the dates of July 4th, July 5th, and July 6th, 2025, arrives with energy that supports exactly that. It doesn't just suggest change. It encourages it. It asks you to shed old financial beliefs, drop outdated stories, and allow something new to take root. Think of it this way. When the soil is cleared, fresh seeds can grow. And sometimes, those seeds sprout fast. Number 18 isn't just about long-term effort. It also opens the door to sudden blessings. Those rare, powerful moments when the universe seems to say, "Here. You've earned this." Maybe it's a business idea that finally catches fire. A forgotten opportunity that returns. Or even something as unexpected as a lucky number striking gold. But here's the key. You must be open to receiving. When you cling to the past, even good fortune has nowhere to land. When you loosen your grip, miracles can find you. So, as the days of July 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2025 move closer to this powerful energetic window, ask yourself, what am I ready to release? What could enter my life if I made room for it? Let number 18 be your signal. Your spiritual cue to walk forward. Lighter. Clearer. And more open to the flow of abundance. This isn't just about financial growth. It's about creating space in your mind and spirit for true wealth to enter. Let this number remind you. When you clear the old, the new has no choice but to arrive. Let's talk about the number 10. A number that, in Buddhist wisdom, holds far more than surface value. It's not just a mark on a calendar. It's a powerful symbol of wholeness, completion, and the turning of life's wheel. As we approach the energy-rich window of July 4th to July 6th, 2025, the vibration of 10 begins to rise. This isn't just another week. It's a passage. A transition from what was, to what can be. Have you been holding on, waiting for a shift? Maybe even wondering when your hard work will finally start showing results? The number 10 whispers, that time is now. In the Buddhist view of the world, everything moves in cycles. Nothing is ever wasted. Every challenge. Every setback. Every long night spent worrying about money or waiting for a sign. It all builds towards something. And 10 is that something. It's the threshold where effort transforms into reward. Where endings quietly blossom into beginnings. Imagine you've been climbing a mountain. The climb was tough. Steep. Lonely at times. But with the number 10 guiding your energy, you're finally nearing the summit. This is where you pause, take in the view, and realize just how far you've come. That's the energy of 10. Not the start. Not the end. But the moment of realization in between. It tells you, the seeds you've planted are beginning to sprout. If you've been navigating financial stress, 10 brings a window of clarity. Maybe it's time to act on that idea you've been nurturing. Maybe it's the right moment to take a mindful leap. A new job. An investment. A decision that feels aligned not just with money, but with meaning. The number 10 supports actions that are both courageous and conscious. It doesn't rush you, but it nudges you forward with confidence. Like the teachings of the Buddha, it reminds us that everything has its time. And when you've been walking the path with patience and presence, that time will come. So as you move through these final days leading up to July 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2025, take a moment to reflect. What have I completed? What is asking to begin? When you align yourself with the vibration of 10, you're not gambling with luck. You're flowing with timing. And that is when real wealth, both financial and spiritual, begins to show up. Because here at Story Path, we believe the richest life is the one lived with awareness. And 10 is your signal that the cycle is shifting in your favor. Let's take a moment to meet a number that doesn't just sit quietly in the background. It dances into the room with confidence. Number 3 is not just a symbol. It's a feeling. Like that unexpected moment of laughter that breaks a silent day. Like sunlight catching on a window pane and lighting up the entire room. 3 carries an energy that is alive, expressive, and unstoppable. In the chaos of our daily lives, we often forget how powerful our own voice is. But number 3 reminds us. Your voice matters. Your dreams matter. Your ability to create, to express, to live with vibrance, matters. This number doesn't whisper. It sings. It urges you to take that idea you've buried under responsibilities and bring it into the light. From a spiritual view, number 3 represents the harmony of mind, body, and spirit. A trio that forms the foundation of balanced, intentional living. In Buddhist thought, this trinity reflects the path of right thought, right speech, and right action. When these 3 align, your life gains clarity. Your actions gain depth. Your purpose starts to breathe. And why is that important now? Because July is a month of awakening. The energy around you is fertile. The universe is nudging you to not just exist, but to express. This is the moment to let creativity rise. Not just in painting or writing, but in how you live, in how you connect, in how you show up. So this month, tune into the vibration of number 3. Let it stir your spirit. Let it inspire movement. Let it guide you to create, not just things, but moments that feel like you. Because when you express your truth, you don't just find luck. You become it. Now, let's talk about a number that's quietly powerful, yet deeply transformative, 28. You may think it's just a date or a digit. But in the final stretch of this energetic window, July 4th to July 6th, 2025, the number 28 carries a unique vibration. It's not loud. It doesn't shout. But it radiates with purpose, with direction, and with the quiet confidence of someone who's been planting seeds. Patiently waiting for the right moment to harvest. Think of it this way. The number 2 stands for harmony, cooperation, and the sacred give and take that exists in all successful relationships. Whether in business, friendship, or spiritual growth. And the number 8. That's where the power comes in. It symbolizes prosperity, abundance, and the material blessings that flow when your actions align with your values. Together, 2 and 8 don't just make 28. They create a bridge between meaningful connections and material wealth. This is what July invites you to realize. Wealth isn't just about numbers on a screen. It's about the energy behind those numbers. Have you been showing up consistently? Have you been building something with love, intention, and dedication? Maybe a project, a dream, or a small business? If so, 28 signals that your quiet effort is about to echo back with louder rewards. But here's the twist. 28 doesn't work alone. It reminds us that true success is never isolated. It thrives in community, in shared vision, in unity. In Buddhism, this is what we call Sangha, a collective of support. A reminder that your journey is never a solo path. When you surround yourself with people who uplift your vision, your path becomes lighter, and your growth multiplies. So what does this mean for you, right now? It means July is the time to reach out, reconnect, collaborate. Whether you're teaming up on a financial goal, seeking a mentor, or simply aligning with someone who inspires you, this is the moment to build bridges, not walls. Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "We are here to awaken from the illusion of our separateness." And that's exactly what 28 wants you to remember. Your success is tied to the energy you exchange with others, the conversations you have, the support you give, the openness you allow. So as we step into this energy, don't just think about what you can gain. Think about who you can grow with. Because true abundance always has room for more than one. And don't go anywhere just yet. Because we're approaching the final step of this journey. And there's a bonus number waiting. One that carries a rare, electrifying energy. Something a little extra to light your path. And unlock a deeper layer of luck for the rest of your year. Now let's explore bonus numbers that hold something extraordinary. But this isn't just any number. It's a call from the universe, quietly whispering to your soul. There's more within you. More to express. More to create. More to live. You see, number 34 carries the spirit of bold transformation. It's like the sunrise after a long, foggy night. It doesn't just illuminate the path, it wakes you up. It's a sign that the phase of overthinking, hiding, or playing it safe is over. Life is nudging you to step out, not just into new opportunities, but into your most authentic self. In everyday life, you might see 34 pop up on license plates, phone numbers, receipts, or even as the number of likes on a post. At first glance, it feels random. But in Buddhist understanding, nothing truly is. When a symbol repeats itself, it's not about fate, it's about awareness. Are you awake enough to notice? Brave enough to respond? In the teachings of the Buddha, we are often reminded of impermanence. That everything changes and nothing is fixed. 34 carries the same spiritual pulse. It asks you to stop clinging to what feels safe and predictable. Let go of the inner script that says, "I'm not ready," or "I'll do it later." Because 34 doesn't wait. It dances. It dares. It moves with the rhythm of the present moment. There's a kind of freedom in this energy. One that invites you to stop trying to control every outcome and simply allow yourself to experience. Whether it's diving into a creative project, speaking your truth in a difficult conversation, or even changing your environment. 34 is the wind at your back, saying you're more ready than you think. And here's the beautiful paradox. The more you release control, the more things begin to flow. Your inner light shines brighter. People start noticing. Opportunities start aligning. Not because you forced it, but because you became it. Aligned. Expressive. Magnetic. Too often, we treat life like a checklist. Get this done, achieve that, then maybe feel worthy. But 34 reminds you that joy is not a reward for success. It's part of the path itself. It's in the laughter, the mistakes. In the art of trying with a light heart. There's a powerful lesson in Buddhist stories of awakened beings who smiled in silence. Not because life was perfect, but because they saw through the illusion of struggle. They saw that clarity comes not from pressure, but from presence. That's the energy 34 holds. A playful depth. A courageous calm. So if you've been waiting for a sign to try something bold, to show up more honestly, or simply to enjoy life without needing a reason, this is it. Let the energy of 34 remind you that sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is to let go and leap. This week, if you feel 34 calling you, Don't hesitate. Trust the spark. Number 34 holds a playful depth. Create. Connect. Color outside the lines. And in that space, you may find not just fortune, but freedom. July 2025 holds an unusual energy.